Hi, I'm Sadie Coffin. I'm an astrophysicist, a participatory science project leader, and AAPS NASA Citizen Science Fellow. Lately, I've been rethinking data as something collaborative rather than extractive. And by extractive, I mean the idea that we just collect data and move on. Instead of that, I've been imagining data as something that we build with people, not just from them. When we manage data with openness and collaboration in mind, we create more opportunities for learning, for building trust, and for broadening participation. As I've been digging through the NASA Citizen Science Leaders series, a lot of my assumptions about participatory science data have been challenged. Today, I want to share 3 big ideas that stuck with me, things that reshaped how I think about citizen science data, and that might shift your thinking too. If you want to check out these resources yourself, the videos from past events are all available through the NASA Citizen Science Leaders series page. One of the ideas that really stuck with me was from Andrea Grover in her series keynote, Citizen Science Data, Quality is Just the Start. She invites us to look at data not just as information, but as a relationship building tool. It's not just about what data we collect, it's about who we're collecting it with and who it's for. Citizen science data can connect scientists and the public, can link researchers and participants, and can help people engage with the places that they care about. Her whole keynote is an inspiring deep dive into how we can design data practices that build those kinds of relationships, and I highly recommend giving it a watch. Another key idea I've been thinking about is that making data truly accessible is one way we build trust. Accessibility isn't just about posting a data set, it's about planning for the people who will use your data in the future. That means having clear metadata, or data about your data, setting up good documentation, and thinking about how and where your data will live and how it can be reused. This topic came up in the event about Open Science Data Repository Analysis Working Groups, or OSDR AWGs. These working groups are a great example of people, both scientists and non-scientists, coming together around shared resources, not just shared research questions. These working groups are a model for what's possible when we open up the process of science instead of just the final results. One other perspective that changed the way I think about data came from Steve Crawford's talk on Open Science Data Management Plans, or OSDMPs. We typically think of data management plans as admin work or grant paperwork, but he reframed them as something that we can actually use to help lower barriers to participation. When we're transparent about how we manage data, and when we design for it to be reused, we're creating more ways for people to engage meaningfully with the science. One idea that I want to bring to my own project, Redshift Wrangler, is to ask volunteers, what would you need to understand or reuse this data? That question can help us write better documentation and build a project that feels more open and welcoming to everyone involved. If you're working on a participatory science project, I really encourage you to check out these videos and think more about what open data can mean for your community. You can find the links to these videos in the notes and even more great talks in the NASA Citizen Science Leaders Series webpage. Ultimately, these ideas don't just support good research. They strengthen it through collaboration, trust, and long-term impact. Thoughtful data practices make your science better, and research really thrives when it's built on openness, trust, and meaningful participation. So thanks so much for watching, and I'd love to know, what are your questions about participatory science data?